The restaurant was alive with quiet energy. The soft glow of hanging lights reflected in the polished wood of the tables, and the gentle murmur of conversations created a rhythm that made the space feel both intimate and comforting. Emma and Lila, already a couple, sat together at a table near the corner. They were used to this routine, sharing quiet laughs, exchanging subtle touches, and enjoying the comfort of each other's presence. Yet tonight there was a hint of restlessness in the air, a shared curiosity about something new, though neither fully admitted it. Emma noticed the subtle flutter in her chest as she adjusted the napkin in front of her. Lila's hand brushed hers under the table, a familiar comfort, but also a gentle anchor. They had always felt secure in their relationship, but tonight the world seemed unusually open, as if inviting unexpected moments. The bell over the entrance jingled, and a woman stepped inside. Her presence was immediately striking, not in a dramatic way, but in the quiet confidence she carried, the way her eyes scanned the room before settling on Emma and Lila's table. She hesitated for a moment, as though sensing their energy, and then walked over. Emma and Lila exchanged a quick glance, inviting a stranger into their shared space, into the delicate balance of their bond, was uncharted territory. Lila subtly shook her head, her hesitation clear, but Emma felt something stir, a curiosity that made her swallow the instinctive refusal. "Hi," the woman said softly, her voice warm and melodic. "Would it be all right if I joined you?" Emma opened her mouth to refuse but stopped. Lila glanced at her and slowly nodded. Something about the woman's presence was magnetic. She slid into the chair, and the three of them were immediately aware of the delicate tension, the unspoken awareness that boundaries were about to shift. First conversation was cautious. Emma and Lila held on to their closeness, their hands occasionally brushing each other's under the table. The newcomer shared stories in a gentle, engaging manner, and her laughter had a way of drawing smiles out of both Emma and Lila. Slowly, walls began to fall, replaced by curiosity and subtle fascination. As they shared meals and sipped wine, the conversation deepened. They spoke of childhood memories, of dreams and disappointments, of the little quirks that made them who they were. The newcomer listened attentively, offering insights that resonated with both Emma and Lila. Emma noticed Lila's gaze soften when she looked at the woman, noticed the small ways her hand lingered a moment longer when touching hers. A subtle tension and longing began to grow, delicate but undeniable. The newcomer's presence, initially perceived as an intrusion, began to feel comforting. Emma and Lila found themselves laughing more freely, sharing glances that acknowledged the unusual yet undeniable attraction forming between them. Each smile, each fleeting touch, added to a growing sense that the evening was shifting in ways they hadn't anticipated. When they decided to order a bottle of wine, the moment felt like a quiet celebration of their connection. The cork popped with a soft echo, and the clinking of glasses marked the subtle shift from cautious strangers to something more intimate. Conversation slowed, touches lingered longer, and laughter mingled with quiet, meaningful glances. Emma felt a flutter in her chest as the newcomer leaned in slightly, sharing a playful remark that made both of them laugh. Lila's hand found Emma's again, this time with a warmth that acknowledged both their bond and the growing connection to the newcomer. The realization was subtle at first. They didn't see her as a threat, but as someone who completed the delicate balance between them. When the restaurant began to empty, neither of them wanted to leave. The air outside was crisp, carrying the quiet sounds of the city, and they walked together to a nearby park, the streetlights casting a soft glow around them. Sitting on a bench, the night air mingling with the warmth of their proximity, hesitation gave way to gentle exploration. Fingers intertwined, hands rested on shoulders, and every touch carried a new intensity. The newcomer kissed Emma softly, a gentle exploratory gesture. Emma's heart raced, but she didn't pull away. Lila, watching closely, leaned in to place a tender kiss on her as well. The three shared a moment that was at once thrilling, tender, and entirely unexpected. Laughter and soft whispers filled the air, the city fading into a distant hum. They decided to return to Emma and Lila's apartment. The space felt different now, filled with warmth, curiosity, and a growing intimacy. On the couch they sat close, talking about hopes, fears, and the intricate ways people love. The newcomer's presence became a natural extension of their bond, and the trio's laughter and quiet moments of tenderness blended seamlessly. As the night wore on, they lay together, intertwined. Emma realized that this connection was not a threat to what she and Lila had, but an expansion of their love. Each kiss, each touch, each whispered word built a rhythm unique to them. A bond that began with hesitation and uncertainty had blossomed into something extraordinary. Outside, the city continued its quiet hum, oblivious to the love that had taken root inside. The three women shared warmth, soft kisses, and quiet conversation, a relationship delicate yet undeniable. By the end of the night, they were no longer just a couple and a newcomer. They had become a trio, united by trust, curiosity, and an unexpected harmony that promised laughter, intimacy, and shared love in a form all their own. The night had transformed them. What began as cautious curiosity had grown into something vibrant and alive, a love that defied expectations yet felt entirely inevitable. Together they fell asleep wrapped in each other's arms, hearts beating in a rhythm that belonged to the three of them alone.